Hello, everybody. Mr. Yukimura, really? Yeah, I do actually stream on YouTube also now, and plus I have a fuzzy creature here that's barking at everyone. But yeah, how's everybody doing? It's been a minute. Yeah, maybe I was the one that was far away for too long. No, yesterday I actually couldn't come on, because we had some stuff to deal with at home. But yeah, like how's everybody doing? Hopefully you guys are having a good Wednesday. My dog is barking out the window because people are daring to step into the area, and he had line of sight on usurpers. Meowdy Sussy Bear-san? No, not Sussy Bear-san, Capybara. But yeah, I actually started multi-streaming a little bit ago. I forgot when I started doing it. But I started the multi streams a little while ago because it just kind of makes sense these days to do it. It makes it easier for me to basically do a stream and then archive it in the right places and stuff like that, right? Like a little bit easier. So that's why I'm doing it and stuff. And like I think a lot of people are doing the same, right? Right, Coffee? Everybody's doing the same? You don't approve that everybody's doing the same? Yeah, Coffee is being very wow and stuff. I might have to give him a treat in a moment just to appease his anger and his fury. Oh yeah, capybara. It's easier to do something with cute chubby capybara, though I wanted to make it into a sussy version. Oh yeah? Is that what you wanted to make this into? No, it's okay. This avatar is actually one that Mooney made for me and stuff like that, right? So she did a really good job of creating it, because you guys can tell it's supposed to be a capybara. Well, when I draw it, apparently nobody can tell that it's supposed to be a capybara. So, I guess I fail at that. But yeah, like there's nothing sussy going on here, though. We're just drawing Zentreya today because, we can. We're trying to put the finishing touches on this, and then possibly move on to finishing the amazing digital circus that we have. That fan art as well and stuff like that, because I'm getting ready right now for tabling at CarrierCon and stuff like that. I'm actually getting ready to table at CarrierCon, which is one of the first it's not the first convention that I've tabled at with Mooney, but it's one of the first ones of the year, I should say, and stuff like that. And hold on, guys, I'm gonna go give Mr. Coffee a treat because he's Berkey Burk. So hold on, guys, I'll be right back. Channel redeem idea: treat the petto. Give the doggo a treat. Let's make him fat again. And 100,000 channel points redeem. Feed a shit ton of food. you know.
Emotional damage.
You know, we don't really need a raid for that. I mean, I'm sorry, my brain is all over the place. We don't really need a redeem for that. And look, it's a raid. Wow, the zoom outs, is it? Oh, the zoom out is crazy on this avatar. Actually, Cappy-chan got sent to another world right now. Right, let's go. What's up, Pumpkin? How you doing? Hello, Mooney. He's like a mosquito who got squatted thanks to the yeah. Well, I mean, originally, if you guys recall, originally, the mascot for our channel, Mooney, not Mooney, Vanilla Biscotti, she was supposed to be an isekai character. So, you know, there is some lore there that she was. Oh yeah, I guess so, right? Well, she's kind of both. She's kind of a little bit of both. But yeah, how you doing, Moody?
I got teleported.
You got teleported over here?
Yeah. That was our son who was screaming. What was he screaming at you for?
I don't know. I like a treat. I guess I gave him a treat just now, and he left the chew over here. You might have. Here.
Are you unhappy with me? It doesn't have the thing anymore, right?
Ah, yes. Mooney was the the mascot of this channel. Yes. Yeah, clearly. Yeah, clearly Mooney was the...
You didn't get paid for it.
I know. What happened? Who was that asshole that didn't pay you? Hello, Mooney. How you doing? What's going on?
I finished my stream because I heard another cool streamer was going on, so I decided to watch them.
Oh, really? Who's that?
I don't know.
I don't know. You don't know?
He ignores me sometimes.
Oh, no. If that guy ignores you, you should probably tell him to go down.
How can I have that parasocial relationship with him?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. You know.
Did you see there was somebody who was writing a whole list of like advice for VTubers of do's and don'ts, and one of them was like, don't date your mods or your chatters. And I was just like, well, kind of messed up on that one.
But yeah, like, but yeah, Yukimura, how are you doing? It's been a minute. Yeah, it's just like yesterday I wasn't on either, so it's like it's been a while. Oh, you know what? I have some. Speaking of which, Pumpkin, I have some new redeems that I kind of want to upload to the thing that I wanted to put on there, but I guess I would be the only one that would find them funny. But still, I kind of want to upload them at some point. But I've just been really busy with getting ready for this table at the convention and stuff like that. That I've just been like, you know, getting a microphone stuffed in my mouth. Sorry, I'm suddenly eating, guys.
I felt like eating macarons, and when I eat macarons, I share it with Bard.
I've been playing Enfield too much. Oh, you don't know? I've some screws loose. I can find anything funny. Yeah, I've just been doing arting because I need to prepare a lot more art stuff for next month. And then I gotta start to print pretty soon also, so.
Also, Lenny has not been feeling well, so Bard was trying to take care of me.
Yeah, as of late, Mooney hasn't been feeling well. So I've been trying to take care of her too, so. We've been kind of busy here. But it's okay. We're making it work. We're making the dream work. But how is Enfield anyway? I don't actually play Arknights, so I don't know anything about it. it is Arknights, right? I'm not making that up, right? See, that's how little that I know about that particular series. I've been still really stuck on Nikkei. I know, old news at this point, but you know, I can't give up the game. I can't give it up. It's Arknights Enfield. It's a gacha game mashed with Factory Simulator. Oh, I'm guessing the characters from Arknights are mass produced in some way, shape, or form somehow. Oh, Coffee is back to being upset with a box of a mint and packaged transformer. He's actually quite upset about it. Hold on, guys. I gotta go grab it. Your internet is shit right now. The factory system is not as par as an actual factory-based game like Satisfactory, but it's what we've for what for what it is. It's fun. Oh, okay. You know? No, it's okay, you know, like, sometimes the internet doesn't, work, for everyone. I know the pain. I know the pain. But yeah, you know? It's all good, you know? But yeah, like, as soon as I finish this, and it's pretty close here. I'm just adding some, like, final details to this so that, you know, it kind of has, like, that little extra pop to it, right? As soon as I finish this, we're gonna go also and finish the Amazing Digital Circus fan art that I was drawing. And, you know, then we'll have 2 more under our belt for the month, and you know, afterwards I do have to draw some promotional materials, as it were. I have to draw some signage or something, like stuff to for the table, right? Like, so when you do an artist alley, you kind of want to put your best foot forward, even if you're not quite like prepared, right? Like, I feel like I'm woefully under preparing here and stuff like that, right? So, but you still should, like, have, like, stuff, right? Like the bare minimum of trying and stuff like that, right? Like, so I'm gonna draw some stuff that's gonna support the table and stuff like that, right? So, like, a little bit of a sign that we're gonna get printed, possibly, and then, you know, like, so some other things, like with some of the characters that we have to use. I haven't really drawn the capybara girl that we have as a character that we actually bought from an amazing artist online. So I might actually use this opportunity to do that. I might actually use this opportunity to actually draw her, because she was supposed to be the mascot, as it were, of the shop, so to speak. So, you know, this is a good opportunity to do that, basically. But yeah, you know, like, we've just been really busy with all this convention prep, basically. It's kind of been my focus for the entire month, right? And, you know, Mooney's been helping me out with coloring artwork. Like she helped me out with coloring this one quite a bit by adding the initial shading and the flat colors to it. And now like I'm going in and just like, you know, adding a lot of the finishing touches here to it and stuff like that, right? So it's like this workflow has really helped us out. But you know, other than that, as for projects for after the convention, I still, you know, have some characters that I would like to draw. Most recently, actually, there's been a lot of like Nikkei characters and things like that that I would like to draw, and it's been a minute since I've drawn Ryza, so you know, you guys know that I draw like 10,000 Ryza pictures every year, right? No, I only draw like 1 or 2, but still, we probably got to get back on that. Bro, I'm just imagining that the table is just full of all the sussy images you've made, and then someone comes up to you like, so what's for the table? Well, you know, what's interesting is that, you know, like the amount of sus that we can have on the table is actually not that much. Like we have to actually be a little more controlled, as it were, with the sussiness. So we can't go crazy with having sus on the table, which is, you know, it is what it is, right? Like because like when you do these like artist alleys and stuff like that, you always have to observe the rules of the artist alley, and you know, like you just got to do what they allow, right? Like you can't just go insane as much as you would want to, right? Like, you know, like if there's rules about like, it's not that they're not allowing it there, it's just that it can't be like straight up in your face, right? Because like ultimately sometimes these things are like family events, I guess, right? So, you know, like we have to control ourselves a little bit. Bard can't just draw spice. Yeah, I can't just, right? Though at the same time, you know, you guys know, like it has been a goal of mine at some point to enter that world a little bit. I just haven't dived in. I've touched my toes in that world, as it were, just a little bit in the past, but I haven't really dived in like all the way and stuff like that, right? Like, but you know, you never know. You never know. Maybe that's the goal for after Carrier Con and stuff like that, right? Like, to get a little bit more spicy with certain things, right? He can't draw spice as he's the spice. 50 shots of Cappy Chan in the most seductive way possible. Just a montage of it. Oh yeah, is that what's gonna happen? I am the spice. I mean, if that's what you guys want to say.
Look at me!
Oh, thanks for the follow. I'm gonna try to say your name. Kalfu Ragnar? Is that how you say it? Appreciate the follow there. But yeah, we'll see what happens after Carrier Con. You know, this is like one of the first Artist Alley tables that will be participating in for this year, and then who knows what happens afterwards, right? Like maybe there'll be some other cons after that, but we'll have to see, because we're still applying to other ones and stuff like that, and it's incredibly competitive. So like it's not easy to get in at all with a lot of these, so we've got to see what happens afterwards. But the experience is fun. If you guys can get in and you have any kind of ambition to try, like I would highly advise giving it a go. Like it doesn't hurt, basically. Just a montage of this sexy capybara. I mean, we did end up drawing a sexy capybara once, right? Just like that was the first time when I had like a giveaway thing, and then Mooney was like, I wanna she won one of the, and this was from before we like really like, this was from like when we first met, basically, and Mooney wanted to see me draw the capybara like one of my French girls, as it were. That was the actual request. So we do in fact have a capybara that's drawn in the style of one of my French girls. Apparently I draw French girls a lot. This is apparently a thing that happens. Damn, I missed it. Time to dig to Cappy-chan's dark history. Oh, you know what's funny? It's like, I think you can still find it on the Discord, actually. Like if you look into the Discord into the deep past of the there's a channel dedicated to some of the giveaway images and stuff like that I had done in the past, right? And it's like, if you look in there, you'll actually see it, I believe. I do believe. I made too many glowing lights on this thing. I gotta go through it and add all these. Damn writers, why did they have to have... Why did I come up with this idea? No, it has to be done. It has to be done. It was a thing that I really wanted to do when I had heard Zentreya was a huge Kamen Rider fan. And when you like Kamen Rider, you can't just go halfway. You have to own it. So you gotta go all out for it. Wait, really? That was easy? I got that. Found it? Oh, you found it? Thanks for the alert, by the way. Yeah, like, if you're in the Discord, there's not too many things that are hidden, as it were. You can find stuff from the dark days of when I first started streaming and stuff still. Because, I didn't start too long ago, so, there's still some stuff in there. But I really need to up my potential art output and stuff like that, right? Like, I need to, because I'm going on this journey of basically doing the tabling thing at conventions and stuff like that, right? So like, admittedly, when you go on these kinds of journeys, right? Like, in order to justify the costs of tabling, because you gotta pay to rent the tabling, as it were, right? So like, to justify costs and stuff like that, you have to have an output that's pretty high, because you want to have enough product to fill the table, so like, as of recent, I've been thinking about, like, how it is I can increase my output, which is also why Mooney helps me a lot with coloring and stuff like that. So we've been trying to figure out ways to do this so that we're more prepared as we go and stuff like that. But I think it's okay for everybody to start out somewhere, right? Like you're never gonna be perfect the first time you do something and stuff like that, right? But I think giving it your best, regardless of the situation, is entirely worth it, because ultimately you kind of learn from your mistakes. Like you have to try. Like if you don't ever try, then you don't really know what you're missing out on and how to improve, right? So bro didn't get the joke. No, the joke always goes over my head. Okay, the joke always goes over my head. I am not I'm not the same as Drax the Destroyer. The joke is not too fast. I wouldn't be able to catch it. Okay. But yeah, it's just one of those things, right? Like convention prep and stuff like that. Like it puts everybody in the crunch, and I think I could have gotten more done. Like honestly, this is almost like a postmortem of of the things that have been going on in a lot of ways, even though I haven't actually participated in the convention yet. But I feel like it's a good time because we're getting ready to print, right? So it's kind of a good time to go over my thoughts on my initial thoughts on everything, right? And again, like I feel like I'm underprepared. I for sure feel like I'm underprepared, but I think it's okay, because at the same time that I feel like I'm underprepared, I also realize that everybody will say that no matter what. Like even if you're the most prepared you could possibly be, everybody's gonna feel like that when they go and do these things. So it is what it is, and the only thing you can do is just go in and hope for the best, right? You could say the longest running joke that has been going on between Bard and I is that we joked about how we should date, but now we're too far in and got married. We joked about it, right? We totally joked about it, and then it was a little bit too far. Yeah, we just went in a little bit too far. Let's see, where the hell did I... Oh, okay, this is all that layer. Sorry, I gotta find... I'm not used to the layers on this yet, even though I've been working on it for a while, and it's like... I should be used to it by now, but I'm still kind of trying to find everything, because I'm like, oh man, where did I put everything? Because I'm not the one that started the layering, like on this particular image, so I get lost in it sometimes. I get lost in it, just like just like my voice is giving up on me right now for some reason. Had a wedding and everything, man. I guess we took the joke too far, huh? I mean, Bart just said that me doesn't get any jokes, so he took the dating joke quite literally, and here we are, you know? Now he's stuck with a dog and a streamer for what? I mean, you're stuck with a capybara, so I feel like that's a fair trade. Sorry, again, my voice is for some reason like really giving up on me, even though I wasn't really talking that much this whole week. Let's see. Let me do something real quick. So it's a little bit too quiet on my side. You guys won't hear this, but I need to put something on because I'm like coloring in silence, and it's like. Ugh. Where it be? Let's see. Yeah, so I can't really put on my playlist like I usually do and stuff like that because, you know, like because of the different streaming rules and, you know, stuff like that on different platforms and stuff like that. Like I don't want to get like copyright struck, so, you know, like, but you guys can hear the theme song. Well, not the theme song, but rather the music that's playing, right? Like that's actually still playing, right? That should be good. That should be good for you guys. You know, again, like I would play something else if I could, but I also need to do something with the background a little bit too. Like I gotta perfect the well, not perfect it, but rather add the effects to it so that it's like a glass pane and stuff like that, because it's like a shattered piece of glass, and then from behind the shattered glass you can kind of see these hints of different riders from different eras in it and stuff like that. So, you know, like that's the idea for this image. We'll see if it's successful. Oh, I have the stream on mute, so I don't know about the background music. Sorry about that. Can't help you. Oh, okay. That's fine. Apparently you have it on mute. It's okay. Again, my reflexes aren't fast enough for jokes. If it everything flies over my head. I just can't catch it. So I was scared if you'll get this basic joke or not. Not gonna lie. No, I totally didn't get it. You should always be scared for me, okay? I don't get jokes. Damn, you keep my stream unmuted, banned. Banned due to inactivity? Wow. Okay, let's work on this part of the background now. We're almost there. There, can add an extra panel there or two. Let's see. How about now? Okay, so this is the layer with all the fancy-ish glass effects, huh? Okay. Whoops, I got the wrong tool doing that. Yeah, this ended up being a lot more complicated than I thought it was gonna be. I kind of I put myself in a bind pretty much with this one, but we got through it. It wasn't too bad in the end, though. I think, like. Yeah, after this, again, I kind of want to go into drawing some Nikkei characters. It's been a minute since I've been able to do that. And it is a game that I still enjoy playing from time to time. I'm not as up to date with it as like I'll do the dailies and stuff like that. So I try to keep up as much as I can, but I'm pretty bad at it, unfortunately. Though like Mooney will remind me every now and then to do stuff in the game. So I'm like, oh, okay. That's right. so I at least have that. I have that much. But yeah, I'd like to draw some of the characters. I've been wanting to for a while now. And then for some reason, Ryza is like getting all these collabs suddenly. Like I actually thought that Gust was gonna move on and promote more of the newer characters that they have, because like the Secret Trilogy is over for now, right? Like the Secret Trilogy being the Atelier Ryza series, right? So since that's over now, like I thought that they would be more focused on promoting characters like the newer Atelier characters, right? Like Resleriana. that name is still really weird to me. But Resna, and also like what was her name, Yumiya and stuff like that, right? I thought that was like the move for them, but like it seems like they're going back to the well, and they're just gonna milk this one until it's shooting dust. Which is fine for me, because it is one of my favorite characters, so to speak. Golden, what's up? Aye. Hey. Did I read that right, or did I read it wrong still? What's going on, Golden? How you doing? Yeah, I'm just trying to finish doing this with the background and stuff like that, right? And then I gotta add some foreground objects too, because the glass break is not just behind her; it's actually in front of her as well, and stuff like that, right? Like, so it's kind of a concept that was introduced with Kamen Rider Decade, right? Like, this was quite a while ago when that show was first airing and stuff like that, right? Where the cage travels through the different worlds that have Kamen Riders in them. Like, is also like is accompanied by the Aurora curtain. It's like this weird white effect that they do, where it's like a wavy teleportation thing that happens, right? So I kind of wanted to merge that with the glass break from Ryuki, because like she is a dragon themed character, right? And it's not like Ryuki has like a trademark on dragon themed Kamen Rider stuff, but it is the one that was dragon themed when it first came out. And like I just kind of was like, you know what, glass break. So it's like those two things put together to make up what this image is apparently supposed to be. So I'll be back, gonna do some work. No problem. Go ahead and do work. It was the second one you said, but I'm pretty great, actually, just chilling. How you doing though, brother? I'm doing pretty good. Like, I had a lot of stuff to take care of this week, so I couldn't get into arting as soon as I wanted to, because I got a lot of stuff to finish for convention prep. But, because we're gonna be at the Artist Alley at CarrierCon this year, so gotta do my last minute arting prep for that. And but you know, you might see some of this stuff there if you guys are attending. You know, you might just, you know. But yeah, you know, like I'm doing well overall. And then Mooney wasn't feeling too great this week, so you know, like I wanted to make sure that she was okay above everything else. It seems that way right now, that she's doing a little bit better. Okay, and then nope, you know what? That doesn't look great. Let me try something a little different since it's up here's empty. Well, I hope that whatever is going on goes well, and glad to hear Mooney's feeling better. Yeah, you know, like I mean, she's over a little bit of it. Like they're obviously, you know, they're well, not obvious. Like I don't know how much you guys heard on Mooney's stream, but she just wasn't feeling too great this week, and you know, like she's starting to feel a little better, right? But you know, it's just one of those things where it's like time and time, rest, and some certain remedies will eventually help the most out of everything, right? Okay, let me add something into the back here, because I actually have to add a couple of more of these masks back here, because I don't feel like there's enough of them. Plus that I actually, okay, originally when I had thought to add the Kamen Rider characters back here, right? Like originally my thought was, okay, I will add X-Aid because I know she really likes X-Aid, and Zentreya, I mean, right? She really likes X-Aid, and I will add Ryuki down here somewhere because, like, dragon themed, right? So dragons stay together, right? Like dragons are together. They win together. Okay, and then I was like, well, who else should I put in there? Well, I see that she has these like glowing red lines on her costume, so I'll put Fives in here. Fives just happens to be one of my favorites, right? And then I was like, well, who else can I put in here? I'll put Zio, I'll put Geeds. And it's like, it felt like I was just picking characters that I personally liked after a while there. So I'm like, okay, maybe I need to add someone that's not specifically someone that I like. Gotta go do some stuff real quick. Sorry, can't stay for long. Talk with ya, but I hope that everything... Yeah, no problem. You guys, you know, like... I do appreciate when you guys drop by, say hello and stuff like that, but it's okay if you guys need to go and do stuff, because that's the whole point of the lurk, right? You know, the lurk is all good and stuff like that. And I will never be upset at you guys for not talking to me and stuff like that, because you know, like that's just the way things are when you're in the streaming biz, right? But yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Let's see. I need to get the actual design for Mr. Destroyer of Worlds. Though I feel like in the actual Kamen Rider Decade episodes, he doesn't actually destroy very many worlds. He doesn't actually do that, from what I recall. Okay, let's try to do this. Even Narutaki can hate on this eye shape. So I've got to figure. Well, actually, I know what to do to make this. Because the only problem with Decado is his eyes are pretty normal in terms of, like, you know, they don't have anything that's really defining about them, except for the stripes that go across them, right? But, you know, like, the stripes might get blocked out by the glowing effect, so I'm hoping that they won't. If I go like that, and then which is also kind of funny because Decade is famously more known for the color of his suit, which is magenta. It's not pink, it's magenta. Okay. We do something like that first, and then I gotta erase some of the smoke around here because it's I think it's covering. Oh, okay, never mind. I knew it. Yeah, like as soon as I try to do the glowing effect, it starts to cover up the stripes there a little bit too much and stuff like that, but Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Kind of expected that to happen, so... Okay, now I gotta do this thing where... Yeah, I'm just trying to get everything to look like, I'm not gonna be the most detailed when it comes to the glass here, but at least if it looks a little bit like different shards of the glass are catching different lights and stuff like that around it, right? So then you give it a little bit of a frosted effect there in some way, in some places, so that it looks like it's a separate from everything else, and it's just not, it's just not like a black background and stuff like that, right? So that's kind of what I'm trying to do here, with various levels of success, which we'll see. And then I might need like one more set of eyes somewhere, just to cap it off. The most complete one is Fi's. Oh man. Oh, you know what? Um, I don't think I have any other, except for Geats, right? Like, Geats is the only Reiwa era rider I have on here. I mean, I think some, like... Oh, the eye shapes are actually pretty unique in the Rail era, so... But you know what? I don't have anyone from the Showa era in here either. It's mostly Heisei, right? Yeah. Kind of shows my bias a little bit. Well, it's not really a bias. I've been following the series since forever, but not that long. But the problem with the Showa riders is most of them have the same red eyes, right? So it doesn't really read as someone different if I just put the red eyes there. I mean, I could go black and or black RX, right? Like those two have the shape, I guess, right? Well, not really Kamen Rider Black, but maybe RX. I'm just gonna do just do two red eyes in the distance too. Like, doesn't really matter which one it is, to be honest. It could read as Ichigo, Nigo, or if I did them in green, it could have been V3. Maybe the red there is not a good idea because it's like right next to her fingernail there, so it's like, well, you can still read the pointing of the finger, so it's all right, yeah, I guess. Well, let's see if I move it a little bit. Yeah, maybe I move it. Yeah. You know what? This works. I move it and then I just fix this. Oops. Okay. So much stuff. Okay, okay. Oh, my autosave. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me save. And then think about what else this might need. I do think this one might be as complete as it should be, because if I keep adding more stuff to it, there's the danger of just adding too much to it, right? So let's see. And then in the front here, we gotta do something here, right? So what I'm trying to do here is create foreground objects that are flying towards the viewer, right? So like one of the things that I've picked up on with arting from a while, and that I like personally doing, is having foreground objects that kind of show a little bit of depth. Like whenever you have something that's being foreshortened towards you, right, you also want to have like something like blurry in front, somewhere in front of those things and stuff like that, to show, like, you know, that it's actually happening, like what's actually happening, and that there's no like there's like actual depth to the picture and stuff like that, right? So I tend to like doing things like that. Maybe I do it too much on some images that I draw, but you know, it's a nice effect when you get it. We're gonna see if we could pull this off. And then, like, whoops, I started doing that into some of the other pieces over there. Yeah, it's not going to be perfect, but I'm looking for good enough. So we got a couple of pieces of that down here, right? And then we're gonna make one or two shards flying out from the top from where she's pointing and stuff like that. So it's almost like, you know, somehow I guess when she does the pose, it's shattered that reality, I guess, and then just like flinging the glass towards the viewer and stuff, right? I've actually been watching the new Kamen Rider show that's actually on what was it, YouTube and stuff like that, right? Kamen Rider Zets, which I actually have to catch up on, actually, now that I'm talking about it, because I maybe saw like the first 7 or 8 episodes and stuff, right? And I don't know how I feel about it yet. Like, I feel like the story is very slow so far. I guess is what it is, right? Like I know they have a goal now. They've set the goal of the show, and he's starting to get the team together and stuff. But I feel like there's still some things that I'm just kind of like, about. Though the mystery of the show is starting to rear its ugly head right now, right? Like a lot of the Kamen Rider shows always have, like these days, they always have like some kind of mysterious component to it, right? I think it's because of the way that they did Huga, right? Like Huga was like the series that kind of saved the series, the show that kind of saved the series, I should say, right? And it's like the way that they did that one was like a police procedural type of thing, and it had like an initial mystery about like, oh, who are the unknowns, what do they want, and all that other stuff, right? And I feel like a lot of the other shows have kind of want to do the same thing, but they're with varying levels of success when it comes to that. And this one is no different, because its main theme is based on like super spies and things like that, right? So it's like, obviously they're gonna have something like that based on that alone, but you know, I don't know how successful it's gonna be with it. I've been hearing from various discussions that it's not quite getting there, so we shall see. We shall see. We shall see what happens with it, but I'm hoping for the best as usual. Like I'm the type of person that like will watch like the whole thing before I give thoughts on it. And honestly, like with these shows, I have a very high tolerance for some of the awfulness. I've been known to like even the most crappy of the shows, so. You know, I don't think I'm very reliable in terms of reviewing them, for example. Like, I will say, like, did I like Ghost? I don't think I liked Ghost that much, but I do like things about Ghost. I did like Kamen Rider Kiva a lot. I know that one was quite divisive, but I liked it. I liked it. It was real to me, damn it. I really like Geats though. That's one of my recent favorites. So it's a hard act to follow for a lot of shows when you like one so much and then the rest of them afterwards. Like I've noticed that with even with Cappy Bro, right? Cappy Bro likes Kamen Rider also. And I've noticed that Cappy Bro does the same thing that I do. When I really like a show, the show afterwards is like, we will kind of watch it, but then not really. And I've noticed Cappy Bro does the same thing. So I feel like with Kamen Rider, it's almost like when you find the one that you like and you're really into it, the next season, I will like taper off from watching it, because it's like I like the last season so much that it's hard for me to do a reset of in the following season and stuff like that, right? So you know, like I've noticed that quite a bit with the series, and because of that, I think I like may have missed out on watching some really good shows and stuff like that, right? Like I did watch Den-O. That one came out after Kiva, and I did stick around for it, but I was like less impressed with it. As I know that Den-O was a huge favorite for a lot of people. I did like initially like the different suits that they had in Den-O. So that was never the problem for me. But what I think I found was the problem for me was like, I don't know, like it was just something like that like it just didn't click with me for whatever reason. Maybe I didn't like the Imogen characters as much as everybody else did. You know, like maybe that's what it was. Because I think a huge draw of Den-O was the Imogen, right, characters, right, like Momotaros and stuff like that. So maybe I just wasn't into that as much as everybody else was. And there was nothing bad about the show either, in my opinion. Like I actually, again, I really like the different like the liner form and all that other stuff, and the merge form and stuff like that. I did like the different suits from it, so you know, I don't think that was necessarily the problem for me, but for whatever reason I just was not as into it. Why is it doing that? Huh, okay. And then which one was it? I saw the one before Forze, right? Like I did watch a little bit of Double. I did watch O's. And then there was one that was in between that I didn't actually watch. I missed Forze completely, and then I watched Wizard entirely. And then again, you know, like I really liked Wizard, and it was like, oh, not exactly a favorite of the community, I think. And then we'll have one that's directly in front of her. Somehow I got there. I don't know how. But yeah, it's like, it's always a shame to hear about like what happened with Super Sentai, speaking of all these types of shows and stuff like that, right? Like, I don't think that Super Sentai is never coming back, but you know, seems like they've run the course for that series. We'll see what happens in about 10 years from now, if what they're saying is true. I mean, I don't doubt it. They're kind of pulling the Godzilla thing where they let the IP rest for like quite a while, and then they return it suddenly, like 10 years later. And I hope that it works. I hope that it works because I think like Kamen Rider is like a staple of Japanese tokusatsu, right? Like it's gonna always be like one of the big things, right? But I feel like, you know, even though Super Sentai came after, it's almost like it's got a place that it you know, like I almost feel like it has like this place in tokusatsu history that, you know, it's not very easily replaced, right? So gonna put it further away, try to decentralize it a little bit, and have it all like in different places as opposed to all just being in the same place. Yeah, I drew too many of them in the same place, but like, you know, you spread them out a little bit and suddenly it's a little bit better. Just a little bit better. And then you add little specks. Okay, so what we're gonna do is add some effects now to kind of start to add some certain things that'll finish this off a little bit. Yeah, I'm trying to add fancy blur, directional blurs. Or maybe I don't need them to be so directional. Maybe I just do Gaussian, the tried and true. So now you've got these blurry objects that are coming towards you, right? So it lends a little bit more into the depth of field for this, right? And then the same thing with the background, right? So like I got a lot of stuff going on in the background. What I can do is grab the entire background. So I'm going to grab the entire background and put it in its own layer, and then I'm going to duplicate it and then do some effects on that. And so that I can push it further into the back, right? So and then let's see, filter the background a little bit. Maybe add a different type of blur to the background, like a radial blur. Okay, I don't see it actually happening. Or maybe this system needs a little moment to process it. Okay, that's not working, so Gaussian blur it is. Right? Or am I not on the right layer? Oh, there it goes. Okay. It just takes a minute for the effect to go. And this is all to kind of like add depth of field to this, right? So like I'm trying to separate her from the background and the foreground objects so that it's pretty obvious that she's the focus here, and all this stuff that's happening is like all like is kind of in support of that, right? So because if you leave everything in sharp view, the problem is that you can't separate the character from the background or the foreground, so it all looks really flat. So I'm just trying to add something to this to give this a little bit more depth so that it looks like she's not just, you know, a part of the background. Now here's the other thing that I got to do is I turned all this stuff off because I'm looking at this, and look at that, there's some gaps. There's actually some gaps in certain parts, so I gotta fill in the gaps here. Let me just grab a color to actually fill this in with. And this can happen very easily to anybody with the gaps and stuff like this, right? because you know when we fill in these areas with color and stuff like that, sometimes you just miss things, right? It literally just happens because the paint bucket doesn't grab everything. Unfortunately, it can't get in between the pixels sometimes. So, and then I can also see some of these, like these weird things sticking out. Sometimes these are all over the place. Just trying to get rid of them as much as I can. Let's see. Fill this in. Yeah, it's like there's all this random stuff that's like floating around, and this is something that like you know, I have to get better at correcting too, because you know, what if like for whatever reason, like whenever you draw something and stuff like that, it's very easy to accidentally get all this floating debris. I'll call it debris. And when you get this debris, you've gotta like clear it up, because like what if you decide, okay, I want to put this on a t-shirt or something like that, or I want to put this on whatever, right? Like if you get rid of it, it'll be much cleaner. And when you put it on those items, you won't be like, oh shoot, I missed that, right? Like, there's still a bit of it left that I gotta figure out what layers it is. Sometimes it's not easy. Let's try something. Okay, so if I go like this and then I poke here, it will tell me. Oh, okay, it's part of this layer, huh? Okay, there. It's weird, okay. Anything else that I can immediately see? And then the other thing that I see here is this stuff. These little... Is that from that layer? Let's see. Oh, it is. Interesting that these are from this layer, huh? I would have never guessed. And then putting everything back now. Bam. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I got a little bit of time left, so I could put the finishing touches on this thing. Now, actually. I was hoping to be able to finish this and another image already, so that like I could focus on, because I do have like a project that I have to do. It's one that I got, a commission that I got, and I have to finish it before the convention, right? So like I was hoping that I would be finished with this and the Amazing Digital Circus one. quickly so that I could just completely focus working on that. But, you know, like, it looks like what will happen is today I'll finish with this one. Tomorrow I'll work on Digital Circus. That one I'll do as much as I can and try to finish it in that one day. And then I will work on the commission that I have on Friday. And I will just try to get as much of it as I can in and stuff like that. So, like, yeah, it's crunch time. It definitely is crunch time. And, you know, like, it's not like unwelcome, I will say. You know, I'd rather be busy than not, right? So okay, let's see, what was I gonna do here? Oh yeah, that's right. So what happens at the end of all this is I gotta grab it all into one layer. I gotta grab all of this into one layer. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta make a folder for it first, so that I can grab it all into one layer very easily. Oh, whoops. Ah, screw it. Okay. Duplicate all that. It's gonna probably take a moment to figure out all this stuff. All right, then I flatten that. Flatten it. Okay. Okay, so flattened, yes, okay. So I got a flattened one, and then I copy it, and then I duplicate that flattened one. And then on this flattened one, I will render a chromatic aberration. I will put the middle of it near her face. See if this works. So what I did was I added an effect to it, right? Where the effect doesn't is centered around, well, okay, the center point is centered around her face, right? But then, like, as you get further from her face, you can see like this separation of the green and red channels of the color. Some people like this effect a lot. Other people hate it a lot. I went a little bit too far there, so I gotta redo it. I find that it's pretty good in like don't go too far with it. Like don't make the effect way too strong like that, because then you're gonna be like, ah, shoot. So I put the center spot where her face is, and then as it radiates outward, it starts to have that effect. Does it affect the background a little bit? Just a little bit. Okay. All right. So we did that. We got that effect in. So if I zoom in very close, you can kind of see there's like this separation of the different channels of color there and stuff like that. And that's the effect that I was going for. It might be a little bit too much because I already have the blur effect on certain things, right? but you know, I'm giving it a shot. We're gonna have the blur effect and that at the same time. Screw it. Okay, we're gonna hit save here, and then what else we're gonna do? We're gonna add let's see. This is the texture. So we're gonna add a little bit of a texture. This is the thing everybody does. Everybody does this. They add purlin noise to their images. The reason that a lot of artists do this is because you don't want it to be too smooth. This is almost like adding a paper texture to the colors and stuff like that, right? So you add a layer, you render purlin noise, and then you put the layer on multiply, and then you set it to a very, very low opacity, like maybe 5 opacity there. If you zoom in very close, you can kind of see the texture. So it looks less like a very digital work where where everything is smooth and you know, there's a little bit of a paper effect going on there. See? So and then one extra thing that I like to do also is like add a color as a wash. You achieve that by having like an overlay layer, right? So like in this one, I do like the fact that it's like fiery orange of some sort. So I'm gonna add a fiery orange color. Oh, hurting eyes, jeez. Overlay. Let's grab overlay. And then we'll put that down low. Very low. Like maybe 5 or 6. 5. So that kind of adds like a color that unifies everything together. So it's a little bit more warmer, this image now. So I'm turning it, I'm flicking it on and off, right? So like without it on, it's like, you know, all the colors are whatever they are. But like with it on, you know, it just kind of adds a little bit of a red tint to everything. And, you know, warms everything up, which is like, you know, kind of where we want it to be, right? Okay. Then, I'm gonna add a couple of correction layers. So you can kind of see, like, you know, when I am doing artwork of any kind, I go through a lot of I go through a lot of filtering and stuff like that to complete these things. I don't just leave them the way that they are. Let's see, tone curve? Is it tone curve? Yeah, tone curve. I'm gonna go up to the red. And, well, yeah, actually, you guys can't see the graphing and stuff like that I'm doing right now. That's the unfortunate part about all this. That did not really do anything to it, did it? No, it didn't. Let me delete that, because it's not really doing anything, so I don't want it to affect the... Let's see, color dodge layer. Everybody famously knows the color dodge layer. We just add a little bit here. I'm just very carefully adding this color dodge. Just very, very lightly. I don't want to go overboard with it. Okay, okay. We're getting there, we're getting there. And then, let's see. We will do hue and no, wait, we don't need hue and saturation. What we need is levels, okay. Nomis, what's up? How you doing? We are trying to finish this today. I'm just altering some of the levels here right now. Okay, yourself? I'm doing pretty good. Like, oh wait, hold on. I gotta turn on the light. It's getting dark in here. Hold on. I might disappear into the shadow realm for a moment. Hold on. Okay, maybe it's not the shadow realm that I disappear into. No, I'm doing pretty good. I'm almost finished with this this fan art of Zentreya I'm doing here. I'm just adding some finishing touches to it. I was hoping to be able to finish this sooner so that I could get to some other stuff, but like, you know, kind of like I hope for a lot. I hope for a lot in this life, and sometimes it doesn't cooperate with me. But yeah, like, had some stuff happen recently. As some of you guys know from earlier, Mooney wasn't feeling too well, so, you know, like, I had to help take care of her just a little bit, you know. And then we had a huge leak in our whoa, what the hell? What the heck is going on with my tracking? We had a huge leak happening from the ceiling. I guess somebody upstairs did something pretty bad, as it were, and we had to take care of that. There was just a lot of stuff. It was a lot of stuff, you know, but we were able to come back and do this, and now I am just trying to finish this off a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of interesting how different it looks with the levels set off. Like, it's a little bit washed out in terms of the color, and then when I put the levels in, the saturation levels are so high at this point. And I think that that's the thing with anime style images, right? Like, it's why I always suggest for anybody that's coloring anime style images to not pick the most saturated color. Like, when you look at your graph of colors and stuff like that, go more to the left side where it's desaturated a little bit, because when you get to the end, after you finish coloring stuff, when you modify the levels and things like that, you bring it all back, and it becomes really it becomes really hard on the eyes if you started from a very saturated level in the first place. So yeah, like, just bring it back a little bit. And what else does this need? I got the glass shattering all over the place. I got I've got quite a few rider eyes in the background there. Maybe the Decado eyes don't look. Decade's eyes don't look too noticeable. I mean, the shape of them are pretty unique to him, but it's just the stripes on the inside of them. I always worry that, like, you know, it's not really showing up all that much. But Zio here, definitely super noticeable. Because I was like originally thinking like they should all be very noticeable, like, because just pick the ones that are very specific, like Yeats and Xaid here. You could tell, right? Like, you could just straight up tell. And then, like, I think Fies, because of the way Fies has things set up, Fies was also pretty noticeable, and Ryuki here. But then, like, you get Kamen Rider, whichever one. Over here, could be Amazon, could be Ichigo or Nigo, you know, could be any of the Showa era ones, basically, that, you know. Yeah, I think this one's done. I think this is it. Okay, cool. And I think we're right on time with this. Damn, like, I didn't think finishing this would take so long. I'm just gonna say that. Like, I didn't think finish, because it's like, it was mostly the lighting effects and then the background and the foreground objects and stuff like that, right? So I really did not think that it would take that long to do. But you know, I always underestimate how long these things take, like, especially when I'm like in a hurry, because I'm like, oh shoot, like I'm almost there. What else could I have done here? I think you know, I did about as much as I can, because, like, even with the hair and stuff like that, I think I could have detailed it more, but the problem is that there's already so much happening in the background, and, like, I'm afraid of going overboard with it and adding a little bit too much here. Yeah, I think this is it. But yeah, and, you know, like, I also think that we're just about on time here. Now, what are we gonna do tomorrow? Here, let me just open something to show you guys. For tomorrow, we're gonna try to do the same thing. We're gonna finish this fan art from the Amazing Digital Circus. I put in some work on this outside of stream. I was able to get in some. We're up to Ragatha. As long as I get Ragatha and Jax colored in and detailed out, I think the rest will fall into place, because you know, like, they're the biggest ones, and, you know, like, once you get the big ones in, all the others will fall into place. And, you know, for all those of you again who are like, Bard, where's Kane? Well, there you go. Okay, there you go. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do tomorrow. But for today, yeah, I think this is pretty good. Gonna post this one pretty soon. But yeah, thanks again, guys, for dropping by. Like, super appreciate it, as always. You know, here, let me see who else happens to be on, because it's been a minute. It's been a minute, and I should probably do the VTuber thing of jumping in and saying hello to others who happen to be on and stuff like that. But for those of you who are on YouTube, obviously you guys won't see the raid and stuff like that. That's not like a YouTube thing. But for those of you who are on Twitch, you will follow me. I will be back tomorrow at around 6 p.m. Eastern time in Freedom Land. So, you know, like we will continue arting. We will continue arting and doing the art things. But, you know, for now, who can we drop into? Let's see. Who happens to be on? Who happens to be on? I'm seeing others doing the art thing. But I am not seeing someone else. Okay, let's see. Who can we drop into? Maybe today is a, hey, let's go meet some new friends day. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's one of those days. I'm just trying to find oh. Yeah, there's always plenty of artists online, so, you know, it's always cool to see what everybody else is doing. And, you know, like, if I can give someone of a similar size a little bit of a bump to their viewership, you know, I'm always happy to. Man, it's just like finding someone specific to raid into, because I think what it is for me too is like, you know, if I see someone with a lot of viewers and stuff like that, unless I happen to kind of like have met them before or something like that, I don't want to drop in on them like that, because it's always a little bit weird for me, right? But then when I wanna raid into someone, it's always usually like, I want to raid into somebody that's doing something similar, so that way I actually have something to talk about. And then I also worry a lot, like, I know I probably shouldn't, but I always worry a lot for jumping in on people who are who have been streaming for a while, right? Like, I worry in those instances because it's like, oh, they've been on for a while. I don't want them to feel like they need to stay on for longer if they were getting ready to go and stuff. But yeah, the worst thing for me though is that, like, trying to find someone to raid into, because I get nervous, I get shy. I'm like, I don't know who should. Okay, let me look here real quick. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. So for those of you who will be following us, here we go. I found somebody to raid into. So but yeah, for those of you who are on YouTube, I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time. Basically 6 p.m. Eastern time in the US. But for those of you who are following me into this raid, let us go. We're gonna go pay a visit. Here is the raid message. And we're gonna go pay a visit to another artist who we've known for a little bit. We haven't visited them in a while. Their name is Lunarnia. They are really cool. The Trash Panda artist who's really good at the arting thing. And yeah, here we go. We're gonna go ahead and pay a visit. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same time, we're gonna work on more arting. And yeah, hope to see you guys there. All right, laters.